G'day Alex, how you going?
G'day Phil, how are you?
Yeah,
good. How you going, everyone?
Back again for the second edition of our South Australian Q Sport review.
Yep.
And had another busy and exciting week in Q Sports.
Absolutely, yeah. Lots to talk about today. A lot of good results. A lot of people sort of stood up in some events and played really well. So let's get going.
Well, over in at Snooker SA, we had our finals from Tuesday night, which involved the Sue Martin and Chris Asterio, and they were playing against Rick Cox and Joe Ull, and we had a fantastic final. Chris and Sue got up winning 7-6, went down to the very final frame, went down to the final pink ball. It was an excellent match, and it was just really good handicap snooker.
Yeah.
It was a great event, and Chris Asterio, it was nice to see him get a win, and he did point out that he has won that event back to back now.
That's unbelievable. Back to back, Chris Asterio. That's great news.
That was our highlight of the week, and yes, well done to Chris and Sue Martin and to Joe and Rick. They both played exceptionally well. We'll have a couple of weeks off now, but we will have a new season starting in 2 weeks' time, so if anyone's interested, please give me a call and we can see if we can fit you in.
Yep.
And our other big finals of the week, we've got our Championship Snooker League, which is our second, well, it's our major A-grade league behind the state snooker title, and it's a weekly league with our best players. So we're now down to 4 players. Phil Mizik had a fantastic victory over Frank Zhao. Frank was leading 2-0, and Phil showed all his experience to get up and win 4-2. And in the other match, John Quinlan defeated Craig Hess 4-0, and John Quinlan played the best I've seen him play in a long time. He had several 40-plus breaks and 30 breaks in there. So we're down to the last 4. We've got Peter Yudich versus Ray Farley. Ray's won this event back-to-back, so he's on a 3-peat. And the winner straight into the grand final, and Phil Mizik to play John Quinlan this week. So that's all on this coming Thursday night, Alex.
And is that handicapped, or is that just as is?
No handicap.
No handicap, so right.
So we effectively don't have an A and a B grade no more, but we have the Championship League, which is the top players, and then we have the Challenger League, which is the second tier, and we have a relegation and promotion where the winner of the Challenger League goes through to the Championship League.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. And they pay a weekly fee to play that?
Yeah, it costs $20. They play 5 frames in the league. They play 5 frames, and whether it's 5-0 or 3-2, you play out your 5 frames.
Yeah.
Then at the end of the season, we have a final series.
Right. That sounds pretty good, because 5 frames of snooker could take anywhere up to a couple of hours, 2.5 hours. So you're getting your value for your money, but you're getting again really good conditions on these tables. It's awesome venue to play in. So that sounds interesting.
Yeah, well, it'll be exciting this Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I'll try and live stream the match.
Oh, awesome!
So people jump into the Snooker SA at the venue. Should be able to watch the Peter Yudich and Ray Farley match.
Cool. Yeah. All right. So the Super League, we're getting down to the nitty gritty now. On Monday last week, we had Empire Bastards up against Empire Black, and they beat Empire Black. Now we're in the final last year, so the Bastards are coming a long way. They're playing this week. They're playing Chalkers Black Dogs, who went straight into the prelim final.
Yep.
So that's Roland's team up against a couple of the guys from down at Chalkers. I think it's Kane Weekly and Rod Lowby and them gentlemen.
Well, they've been playing for a long time.
They have a lot of experience there for sure.
Kane, Australian Junior Champion.
Yep. And my team, Empire Bridge, are up against Chalkers Red. It's not the Chalkers Red that we know from the past with Mick Delahunty and James Delahunty and all them guys, but it's certainly very strong with Sarwan, Daniel Porter, obviously two state players, and they've got a lot of depth, so
that still would be their strongest team out of
it is.
Chalkers.
Yeah, the Chalkers Red is known as their strongest. So, and again, it's all handicapped. So we gave like 7 frames in last week, which is a big start, over 36 frames. So Again, I think it'll be a lot closer tonight. I think Jaden D'Amica's in that side as well, in the chalk is red. So it's going to be, state players versus state players, which is what we want at the end of the day. Now the final, so that's the prelims, and the final for that will be held at Empire on Saturday week. Okay. So we've got the AFL Grand Final this Saturday, and then Saturday week will be the final for that. And there's two finals. There's the A finals and the B finals. I happen to have misplaced that information, but that is also a prelim final, and the winner of that will be playing. I think it's at 12 o'clock on the Saturday, as a prelude to the actual main grand final. So
the B grade and the A grade are both playing at the same time. Oh well, on the same day.
Same day, And what the advantage is with there's a drink package, food package which is available. If you need to know any more about that, you can contact Empire or Sarwan. You can come along, pay, I think it's like a $40, $50 fee, get subsidised drinks, get fed all day, and watch some great pool. Most of the Super League players turn up because it's no charge for them because they're already registered members. So we get about 80 to 100 people.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a good atmosphere to play in. So it gives the lower grade, or lower section of the draw an opportunity to play in them conditions, which is great. So yeah, very good.
Well, I know from my days playing Super League, I always look playing in the finals, so I know it will be a big night tonight at Empire.
For sure.
There'll be a lot of people wanting to win.
Well, I asked a lot of my team members to play in the Johnny Walker Classic on the weekend, just to give them that sort of practice and give them that bit of edge. So, leading into that, the Johnny Walker comp, we had 83 players, which is obviously going to be a little bit lower because of the COVID.
No interstate players.
No interstate at all. I had a couple of gentlemen, one from Jerry from Broken Hill. Didn't quite go as far as he would have liked, but a standout from Port Lincoln was Luke Yancic. He's come over from Port Lincoln, played in the event and made the last 8. So
that's fantastic effort.
Yeah, he's pretty happy with himself. He was happy to be there. So our last 8 were Mick Delahunty defeating Jason Ahmed. That was a 4-3 match. Stacey Vine defeated Roland Green. I'm not sure what the score was. Lyndall Vine defeating Luke Yancic in the other quarter, and myself beating Andrew Fidge. So then we moved on to the semi with Stacey defeating myself. He played some really good pool. I played a couple of outs just to keep up with him. It was 2-all at one stage. I felt at one point he got a bit of a lucky kiss on the black. Caught a half ball. He caught a half ball. If he catches it full, he's got nothing, and he's caught a half ball and got a nice little result.
I reckon he played for Alec.
Yeah, I don't know. Come off 3 rails. I don't know about that, Phil. But took care of me, and so there's no shame in losing to Stacey Vine. I mean, absolutely. He's got like 11 world titles with England, and
is that all?
That's all. Yeah, unfortunately. And then we had Lyndall defeated Mick Delahunty. Mick's done very well to last that long in that tournament. He hasn't played in many tournaments recently, and come along made the semis. But on the other side of the coin, Lyndall's had a great tournament to make the final. I actually bought her in the Calcutta, so in the player option.
There's some good form guide there.
Yeah, I knew. Well, she plays the right shots. Sometimes she doesn't play them great, but plays the right shots, and that's what's important in the game of pool and in snooker. Playing the right shot bad is better than playing the wrong shot good. So ended up being Stacey and Lyndall, husband and wife, and Stacey was way too good for her in the event, beating a 6-1. But I don't think. Lyndall hates losing, but she was very proud to be in the final at least.
That's a superb effort.
I
switched on to the live stream from the end of the quarterfinals, and I was fully impressed to see Lyndall make the semi-finals.
Yeah.
She is a world champion in her own right, but it was a fantastic effort in that field to make the semi-finals, and then to move one step further and make it to the grand final. It's a fantastic achievement, and like I said yourself, and Stacey in the other semi-final, two former world champions, and for Stacey to go and win that event back to back, it's a brilliant achievement. And like you said, he's numerous times world champion, and yet again his skills showed that. I actually thought it might have been a seniors event. I switched on, Alex. So I don't know what's going on with them young guns. They need to lift their game, because one thing for sure is experience means a lot in that game.
Absolutely.
And,
well, two notable wins was Lyndall beating Nathan Means. I think it was the last 16. And the other notable win was Mick Delhunty beating Michael Hayes, who's current state player, was the runner-up in the state singles. So what do you want to do? What do you got to? You've done awesome stuff. It's really not much you can take away from Mick or Lyndall for their efforts in that tournament.
Well, Lyndall and Stacey winning the state doubles. They've justified they're the best two players in the state at the moment. They make the final of the Johnny Walker. So great effort to both players.
Absolutely. We move on.
Well, what I'd like to talk about now is it's not South Australian information, but it's world news. So overnight they had the English Open Snooker, and Australia's very own Neil Robinson made the final, and he was going up against the world #1 ranked Judge Trump, and they played out a fantastic final, seesaw event. It was going up and down. Neil took the lead, Judd had it back, went ebbs and flows. Anyway, it got down to 8-7 to Judge in a race to 9. Neil knocks in a 1-2-5 clearance to make it 8-all, and straight off the bat, Judd has a 1-1-4 break in the deciding frame. So that is just the quality of them two players. Like last two frames and knocking in 100 breaks. So
I didn't see it, but did Neil have any opportunity, or did he just chip off and leave a long one for Judd and he knocked in a long shot?
There was a couple of safety shots. The very first opportunity, Judd knocked in a red and made 100 break. And that was the same in the frame before, but fantastic effort to Neil for making the final again, and Judd proving why he's ranked #1 in the world. But anyway, Neil is definitely flying the flag for Australia, so well done Neil, that was awesome.
And has done for a long time, obviously winning a world title, and we'd love to see him win another one, wouldn't we?
Well, the good thing for my sport is it still keeps people interested in snooker, because they're all following Neil and all wanting to do well. And he's a great ambassador for the sport and a role model for all the players. So still an amazing effort.
For sure,
So basically now, Alex, I've just got up and coming events that are happening. So one of the ones I wanted to speak about is the ladies state snooker title. That'll be happening on the 14th of November. It's a Saturday. We'll be running a round robin and then a knockout stage, and then holding the final the following Wednesday night, similar to what we've done with the state snooker this year. So we've had plenty of interest in the state snooker ladies of late. We've got Taylor Meyer, current state champion, runner-up in the Australian titles. We've got Judy Dangerfield, runner-up in the World Billiards last year. We've got Sue Martin that's come back to the sport. She's a former state champion and a professional women's snooker player. We've got young Charlotte Hatton that's been playing in the venue, Australian 8-ball champion. So I'm hoping that that'll spark some interest, and that we will get a few other ladies competing in the event. But that's on November the 15th, Saturday, one-day event. Anyone's interested, please give me a call at Snooker SA.
And you've got like a month. So if you're half thinking, the ladies out there half thinking, I wouldn't mind playing. Well, you can come down and see Tad. He can help you out, get you on the right track. You've got 4 weeks, you can probably pick 2 or 3 days where you can come in and practice and give yourself a chance.
And whether you're an 8-ball player or a 9-ball player or a snooker player, as you know, Alex, jumping on a snooker table is always going to iron out your cue in action, and it helps all the cue sports.
It does,
it will benefit them all.
Definitely.
So we've got the also following that, we've got the minor state snooker title this weekend. We mentioned it last week, and I got a text message from Ray Reilly wanting to know how we can't get in the event. Well, the official rules, Ray, are if you've won a state title in the past 5 years, or you've made the semi-finals this year, you can't get in. And that's how bad Ray wants to play. He didn't win the snooker this year, and he wants to beat up on the minors. So unfortunately, we can't let you in there, Ray. But you can win the Championship League snooker.
Yeah.
So we've got the minors this weekend. Nominations close this Friday. That also will be a one-day event, which is this Sunday, which will be a round robin and knockout, and then we will have the final also the following Wednesday.
Yes. Right. So the last thing I think I've got is the Furphy Open 9-ball. Again, just a reminder, it's on November 20, 21, 22. Again, you've got like a month to put some time in. You can't turn around and say, oh, I didn't know it was on, I haven't picked up my cue. You know, I've heard all them excuses. Right, you've got a month, come in, have a hit, start potting some balls, get used to that big white ball, and, you know, give yourself an opportunity, a chance to actually do well in the tournament. It'll be a good tournament. We've got about 19 pairs now in the Scotch doubles on the Friday, and I think there's about 18 to 20 people coming over from New South Wales, which will be awesome. Yeah, it's going to make the tournament nice and different, because we haven't seen them players coming, you know, for a while now. So that'll be nice and sharp. You know, we've got a few recloths to do down there to get it all ready. So yeah, looking forward to that too.
It's also one of your gala events for the year, and it's just brilliant being part of that. So get yourself a partner, get into the Scotch doubles on the Friday, and a little warm up for the weekend.
Awesome. All right, that's it for this week.
All good, Alex. Well, another edition. Till next week. Thank you all, and we'll see you soon.
See you later. Thank you.